Hello, and welcome to the first part of the finale of the Xpert 11 Road to Glory series. In this episode, we will be taking on our last league match of the season against the King Punks, albeit it's a game that doesn't really mean much to us as we have already secured second place after a huge victory over P4HFC. So this is our last real opportunity to refine DV before the all-important match in the playoffs, against whoever we'll get. So, we'll be playing against the King Punks, who still have it all to play for really. The King Punks are 1 point behind Gorgie Thistle, and they need to beat us if they are to stand any chance of survival. Not only do they need to beat us, they also need to hope that Gorgie Thistle drop points against already relegated Deep. It's an interesting equation. That last relegation battle is all to play for. So let's take a look at the King Punks squad to see what it looks like going into this game. The King Punks have had a bit of resurgence in form towards the end of the season. Since the mid-season, they have not lost a single match. They did lose to league leader Sham, but everyone was doing so. They are in very good form now and ready to let rip against us. They have pretty much abandoned the use of free kick taker Antero Franca and has changed their first choice goalkeeper from Charlie Sanders, who caused us all sorts of problems in the past, to Brent Elms, a 27-11 goalkeeper. Now, let's see how this will go, as if the King Punks are banging forward at the moment, and they will be highly expected to beat us with the performances they can churn out. But that said, we are second for nothing. Knights have Pedro Miramontes, Aquila Santamaria and Raymond Hargreaves all on 2 yellow cards, so if they can pick up a booking in the game against the King Punks, we could lose them for the all-important playoff final. This is the last time we face that danger. We'll have free choice when that comes to the actual playoff final itself, but it's vital that Hargreaves, Santamaria and Miramontes all don't pick up any bookings and that we can field their strongest possible lineup in the playoff match against whoever that may be. King Punks line up in a 3-4-3 formation. It looks like they're really going for it. It's the most attacking formation in the game. They have Brent Elms in goal, a back three of Morris Layton, Peter Falconer and Elliot Nielsen, midfielder Blake Jack, Blake Knott, Inaki Turiaga and Christopher Davison, and a front three of Drew Ruddock, Amancio Guerra and Robert O'Leary. This is Amancio Guerra's last game for the King Punks, a striker that's caused us a few problems in the past, or seen as a huge threat to us anyway. Our team selection has been decided by who needs DV, which is unsurprising really, given that's all we have to play for in this game. So, if you've seen the DV from the last episode, the team should be too much of a surprise. You've got Ant Connolly in goal, back four Pim van der Kreis, Ibrahim Camara, Ledley King and Pedro Miramontes, midfielder Sergei Kvyatkovsky, Pierre F. Hestink, Alvito Roma, Y. Junior and Azrat Zairi, and a front low man of Irfan Ghazali. Salsamoto is on the bench if we need him. He also needs a DV and will likely come on at half time. Raymond Hargreaves also needs a DV, but due to his suspension, I don't want to risk losing him out, and he will be starting in the playoff final anyway, so he will get the full match time then. Unfortunately, injury appears to have ruined Hargreaves' chances of good DV. Let's go live to the King Den for the final league match of the season. Captains for this match are Amancio Guerra for the King Punks in his last game as captain of the King Punks, and Ledley King for Knights of Sidonia. The referee is I'll be back for skill 6 but harshness 3. The King Punks are in the black and red strip playing from left to right. Knights are in the red and yellow strip playing from right to left. As you can see, Sham have already won the division. They did some time ago. We are in second place, but it's just that last relegation spot that has some doubt over it. Let's get this final match of the season underway. And the King Punks have made a very promising start here, but they've got an injury inside 8 minutes as Drew Ruddock has picked up a slight knock here. And so it's Ronaldo Ribeiro, the veteran striker, coming on in Drew Ruddock's place. And the King Punks have got a card here. Morris Layton has been yellow card for handball. It appears the King Punks have realised that their team is too old and have tried to do something about it. They're on a great run of form at the moment, so it's not too much of a surprise that despite their league position that they are the team on top. But we've got a bit of possession here, and Gorgie Thistle have taken the lead against Deep. That's bad news for the King Punks. As things stand, the King Punks are going down, but Deep have just equalised. So, let's go to the end of the first half with a side-fiction goal by Blake Jack. And it's a goal for Blake Jack. The crowd goes wild at the King Den because as things stand, the King Punks are staying up. Half time, and as things stand, the King Punks are staying for another season in Division 5. Their results are going their way. They're 1-0 up against us, and there's Deep are drawing against Gorgie Thistle. I was about to get the second half underway. Meanwhile, Blue Force are holding Real Madrid to a 0-0 draw. P4H versus Sham is a 1-1 draw, so it means that whatever happens, we probably would have been second anyway if that ends up being the final score. But anyway, it's time to get the second half underway. Celso Motor is coming on at half-time to replace Irfan Ghazali. Now, what impact can Celso Motor have on this game? Ghazali wasn't really doing much, and as the time ticks on, we're a free kick in a dangerous position here. Interesting. Free kick is straight on goal by Pedro Miramontes, and the informed Brent Elms gets down to his left and saves Miramontes' free kick. 64 minutes played, 1-0 to the King Punks. But Gorgie Thistle have just taken the lead against the King Punks, and now Gorgie Thistle are safe again. The King Punks are once again staring to get at relegation. Free kick should have gone by Pedro Miramontes, and he scores! And that's bad news to the King Punks even more so. They now have a bit of a mountain to climb as Pedro Miramontes has equalised for the King Punks, for Knights of Sardinia to make it 1-1. We've got one push to go by Wajuna. This is the goal. Gorgie Thistle 3-1 up against Deep. It's looking worse and worse as time goes by for the King Punks. In fact, Gorgie Thistle up to 4th as things stand. We've got a free kick here. 18 minutes. Pedro Miramontes straight on goal, and it's still over the crossbar. Ooh. It's currently 1-1 and the King Punks need a goal, but it's us as the team on top. We've got injury though. And Pim van der Kreis has been injured. That is a massive blow for us. We've got a playoff final 2 days after this, and Pim van der Kreis, one of our best defenders, in fact our star best defender is going to be out, but as outside, the power shot on goal and scores his first ever goal for Knights of Sardinia, and it's a winner, a cracking long range shot from the 16-year-old to win the game for Knights of Sardinia and to ensure that we get our third away win of the season. What a season we've had in Division 1, but here come the King Punks, and Maxi Aguera straight at the keeper. Did I say Division 1? I meant Division 5. So anyway, Sham have gone 3-1 up against P4HFC, and that is full time. The King Punks have been relegated to Division 6 after Knights win 2-1, and Gorgie, in the end, there was nothing King Punks could do about it anyway. Gorgie Thistle ended up finishing 4th, and P4H would drop down to 5th place, with Real Madrid taking 3rd. Maurice Layton was the man of the match for the King Punks, and Ledley King was the man of the match for Knights of Sardinia. In the end though, the King Punks are going down to Division 6. We'll have to try and get back up next season. So, in the end, there was nothing the King Punks could do. We were already playing for DV, yet still managed to beat them, so our finishing on our total is 29 points, and that will count when it comes to the playoffs, as the playoffs are decided by the number of points that you get, so determining where you will finish. By my reckoning, 29 points was not enough to stop us from being one of the lower seeded teams in the playoffs, so we will probably be facing quite a good opponent when it comes to the playoffs. And unfortunately, with Pim van der Kreis, our star youth defender, injured, it could be a lot harder. He has been one of the major parts of our success this season, with 5 goals from the penalty spot. He will be sorely missed when it comes to the playoff match. But we have to try anyway. We have to try and go up. If we don't, then it'll be getting harder and harder to go up while the team is in a good shape, because things are going to get harder and harder as the divisions progress. So here's the final team of the week of the season. There's no Knights players in there. We've got Cornelius Horsch of Sham in goal, back 4, Fortunato Cortes Sham, Peter Falconer the King Punks, Maurice Layton the King Punks, and Elliot Nielsen the King Punks. Midfielder Gerard Mayborn, P4HFC, Mary Vines, Sham, Julian Minto, Sham, and Fabio Mirko, Sham. And a front two, Robert O'Leary, the King Punks, and Amancio Aguero, the King Punks. We do get something from this though. We get manager of the round, so we've got 3 manager of the round awards this season. That's going to add some extra cash to our bank account. Also, Celso Motor has got the top goal scoring award in the division. He scored 9 goals and was the top goal scorer in this division, which earns us some nice extra cash to buy towards a potential Pedro Miramontes replacement. Anyway, let's look at the final standings. So this is what the final standings of Division 520 of Season 35 of the Ultimate League look like. In first place, Sham with 37 points. They are automatically promoted to Division 4, congrats to them. In second place, we've got Knights of Sardinia FC with 29 points in their first season back in Division 5. They'll be facing a playoff match. Real Madrid finished in third place, although quite some way behind Knights in the end on 21 points and 8 goal difference. Gorgie Thistle also ended the season on 21 points. So they were ending up in a relegation battle, but they finished on the same number of points as one of the teams that was pushing us for that playoff place, and in the end they were 8 points behind us, as were Real Madrid and P4HFC, who lose the last game of the season to Sham, and as a result are -4 goal difference on 21 points. They finished in 5th place. That's quite a surprise. The King Punks finished the season on 17 points. They were relegated in the end, and in the end there was a 4-point gap between them and everyone else. In fact, they were in the end they were only actually 4 points off 3rd place, which is a big surprise. Meanwhile, Deep finished in 7th place on 5 points and -26 goal difference, and Blue Force finished below them, only on goal difference with -33. Right, we know we've been in the playoffs for a while. I think it's time to find out who exactly will be playing in the playoffs. Our playoff final opponents are NK Zagorje,